Yes. So let's get started. Let's not waste time. Okay. Good morning, everybody. And we were talking about pressing changes through 1,000 years. Okay. And as Akshara is saying that we were talking about maps, how maps differed, how languages differ, and the information collected by the historians is known as the source of history. Okay, and few more things we will just now start with today's PPT. Okay, today we are going to see social and political groups. So things change with time. We all know that. But the development of science and technology makes things change very fast. So as you know now the pandemic situation a year before the situation was very worse. We did not have any idea how things are going to change our life, right? And whether we are going to get a vaccine on COVID or not. But now we are sure that we have the vaccine, and some maybe our grandparents have taken it or are in a position to go for the vaccine, to take the vaccine. So this is how the development of science and technology makes things change very fast. The situation can be changed with the development of science and technology. Now look at how fast landlines have gone and smartphones have come in. Now all of you are using the smartphones, many of you, right? So it is possible that in the next 5 years, even smartphones will no longer be in use. Some other technology may come, okay, in the market, and we are using that, and the smartphones are outdated like the picture you see here. Okay, so these were the telephones which were primarily used. After this, these were the landlines what we used, and after that the smartphones. So it is thought like maybe after 5 years even this will be outdated or old market. Okay, now the way people live, the kind of jobs they have, the way the government works, etc., change along with these things too. So, with the new technology, with the new science coming in, inventions coming in, the thinking changes, the kind of jobs they change. Now, just think of your great grandfather, what job he was doing, and now what your father is doing, what your grandfather did. Okay, so all of them changed the job. What your great grandfather did, that was not the job done by your grandfather. What your grandfather did is not the job what your father is doing, and what your father is doing will not be followed by you many a times. So there are changes in each and everything. The same way, the government also changes with the changing situation. Large group of people have traveled from one area to another. This may be because the original area that they are in is not that good to live in anymore. It may not be because some other place seems like a much better place to be. So now you have seen or you have heard or you have experienced also that your parents or your uncle and okay, your relatives live or they have migrated to US, UK, Germany for job, or they have settled there because they went there for job, right? So they think that the salary they are getting, the lifestyle they are getting here is, but if they migrate or if they like out of India, if in US or UK or Germany, better opportunities, they have better lifestyle, better salaries. So this thought is also, you can see many people are not the resident of Maharashtra. Those who are not Maharashtrian are coming and living here for the same purpose, for a better job. So the original place, and many of you may be having की गावाकडे जायचं आम्ही गावाकडे जाणार आहे या so the village or the town is your native place. Okay, and your grandfather or your father has changed the place of a job for a better life. Okay, so this living places also. So all these lead to a lot of change overall. The rules that they live by, the rulers under the they way their countries, towns, and families are organized, the way their houses are, the food they eat, etc. Every aspect undergoes a change. Now, here also, if they are not the rulers now, it is a government and not the ruler, not the king system. But with the change in the state government, the rules also change. The family change. Now you are nuclear. Like in the village or town, you are in a joint family. So that changes. The way of office changes. So the member of the family organization, whether it is a joint family, whether it is nuclear family, you have a bungalow or a big house in the village, small flat, and the food habits. If you are a Bengali, if you are a resident of Bengal, the staple food there is rice and fish. But when you come to Maharashtra, you have to eat the food which is available or not. Like it is highly possible that you eat the same type of food, you get the same types of masalas. Okay. So everything changes with a change of living. Now open the textbook to page number 6, read from the study of the till page small unit of a state. The study of 1,000 years between 700 and 1750 is a huge challenge of historians, largely because of the scale and variety of developments that occurred over the period. At different moments in this period, new technologies made their appearance, like the Persian wheel in irrigation, the spinning wheel in weaving, and firearms in combat. Now, new food and beverages arrived in the subcontinent. Potatoes, corn, tea, and coffee. Now, these are all American food, and they have now using it in our daily lives. Okay. So remember that all these innovations, new technology, and crops came along with people who brought other ideas with them as well. As a result, this was a period of economic, political, social, and cultural changes. You will learn about some of these changes in chapter 5, 6, and 7. This was also a period of great mobility. Mobility means going from one place to another. Groups of people travel long distance in search of opportunity. The subcontinent held immense wealth and the possibility for people to a fortune. One group of people who became important in this period was the Rajputs. The name derived from Raja Putra, the son of the ruler. Between the 8th and 14th century, the term was applied more generally to a group of warriors who claimed Kshatriya status. The term included not just rulers and chieftains, but also soldiers and commanders who served in the armies of different monarchs all over the subcontinent. A chivalry code of conduct, extreme valor and extreme sense of loyalty. Chivalry means strength or ताकद जी म्हणतो आपण valor, sense of loyalty. Okay, were the qualities attributed to Rajputs by their poets and bards. Bards means दोन पोवाडे वगैरे जे म्हणतात ना त्याला म्हणतात. गाण्याचाच एक प्रकार आहे तो. ठीक आहे. Other group of people such as the Marathas, Sikhs, Jats, Ohms and Kayasthas, a caste scribes and secretaries. हे सगळे काय होते राजाचे सेवक secretary, those who are looking into different matters, also used the opportunity of the edge to become politically important. Throughout this period, there was gradual clearing of forest and the extension of agriculture, a change faster and more complete in some areas than in others. Changes in their habitat forced many forest dwellers to migrate. Others started tilling the land and became peasants. These new peasant group gradually began to be influenced by regional markets, chieftains, priests, monasteries, and temples. They became part of large complex societies and were required to pay taxes and offer goods and services to local lords. As a result, significant economic and social differences emerged amongst peasants. Some possessed more productive land, others also kept cattle, and some combined artisanal work with agriculture activity during the lean season. Lean season, agriculture, once you sow the crop, okay, the seeds, and after that you don't have any work till the harvest. So in that period they did artisanal work. Artisanal work means carpentry, pottery, all such type of things they did. So they were not only doing agriculture, but they were also engaged in some other creative work. As society became more differentiated, people were grouped into jatis or subcastes and ranked on the basis of their backgrounds and their occupations. Ranks were not fixed permanently and varied according to the power, influence, and resources controlled by the members of the jati. The status of some jatis could vary from area to area. So जात ही सगळीकडे सेम नव्हती. काही ठिकाणी it was given an importance, whereas some in some areas it was not that very important. Okay. Now jatis framed their own rules and regulations to manage the conduct of their members. Regulations were enforced by an assembly of elders described in some areas as the Jati Panchayat. But Jatis were also required to follow the rules of their village. So a particular Jati had Panchayat, but with that they have to follow the rules of the village. Several villages were governed by a chieftain. Together they were only one small unit of a state. Okay. So that is what they have said. Now we will go back to the PPT. Now region and empire, different places were ruled by different governments. A lot depended on the system of the head of the government and that person's ruling style. Now here is the who was the first king who came to India, the Muslim dynasty we can say. So first was Babur who came to India. The year is 1526 and he ruled till 1530. From 1530 to 1555, Humayun was the king of Muslims, and then from 1556 to 1605 it was Akbar, and after Akbar Jahangir took his place and he ruled to 1627, and Shah Jahan from 1627 to 1658, and after 1658 it was Aurangzeb who ruled till 1707. Now, if the ruler was strong, he could control more area and the kingdom would grow larger and larger. So here you can see that. See what was the area prior, what is the Mauryan Empire. Okay, so the Mauryan king, they established whatever is being colored in yellow. Okay, and then came the Gupta dynasty, and the Gupta dynasty lost its part in the Western Ghats here, and they extended in the southeast. Okay, as well as here also. Okay, so few battles were lost and few battles were won by the kings. How did it grow larger? By capturing areas of rulers who are weak. Some rulers had growing kingdoms and some had shrinking ones. Things were so dependent on the ruler that many things would change when the ruler changed. If a shrinking kingdom, म्हणजे हारणारा kingdom, कमी होणारा kingdom got a good king, then that kingdom would stop shrinking and maybe start expanding. So if the king is good, he starts expanding, he starts conquering area by winning the battles. If a strong growing kingdom got a weak king, then you can guess that the reverse would happen. Means if a weak king is there, the strong king will win on him. In fact, sometimes even strong individuals within the kingdom would fight against their own king and then set up their own independent kingdom. So जो भी वजीर है या फिर a person who is in charge of soldier or who is a strong person, he also fight with it, and did happen that he fought with the king and he established his own kingdom. Okay, so from the same kingdom fights with the king and establishes or sets up his own kingdom. So a strong ruler had strong armies and therefore had expanding kingdoms. So strong person, expanding kingdoms. Can you imagine why a ruler would want to write about his huge kingdoms and strong armies? In fact, they paid people to write stories and poems of great praise about them. So now, as you know, there were few people who were good in literature, in language. They were appointed to write poems and stories about the king, his bravery, his valor. Okay, how many battles he fought, how he won the kingdom, about his modesty, about his good qualities. So why this was done? What do you think that why this was done? This was done to show the other kings that how this king is great. Okay, how he has different qualities in him, so that the other person is a bit afraid, or he thinks, no, he is a good king, he is very strong, he has a large army, so he can defeat us. Okay, now historians know this too. They know that these inscriptions are exaggerated. Exaggerated means to say the idea or to say the fact in a very larger way. खूप असं मोठं करून सांगणे. That is exaggeration. Okay. So they have to investigate what the real story must have been. Moreover, when a different king took control of an area, lots of things happened in the way the king ruled. Lots of things changed with the wish of the king. The way the king wanted, the rules were changed accordingly. Sometimes, if from a very different area or a different religion, then many things change for the people in the kingdom too. Now, read from page 9. Large states like those till number 11 losing their distinctiveness. So that is the end of today's PPT. Region and Emperor, large states like those of Cholas, chapter 2, Tughlaqs, chapter 3, or Mughals, chapter 4, encompassed many regions. A Sanskrit Prashasti. What is a Prashasti? You have already learnt in chapter 2, praising the Delhi Sultan Ziauddin Balban explained that he was the ruler of a vast empire that stretched from Bengal in the east to Ghazni in Afghanistan in the west and included all the South India. People of different religion, Gaud, Andhra, Kerala, Karnataka, Maharashtra and Gujarat apparently fled before his army. Fled before his army, they gave up in front of his army. So historians regard this as exaggerated claim of conquest. At the same time, they try to understand why rulers kept claiming to have control over different parts of the subcontinent. Now, this language and religion you will be reading on your own. Okay? By 700, many already possessed distinct geographical dimensions and their own language and cultural characteristics. We will learn about these in chapter 9. They were also associated with specific ruling dynasties. There was considerably conflict between these states. Occasionally, dynasties like the Cholas, Khaljis, Tughlaqs, and Mughals were able to build an empire that was pan religion, spanning diverse regions. Means many regions came under. Now you know Gujarat, what is the culture there? Maharashtra, what is the culture? Karnataka, what is the culture? Odisha, what is the culture? But all this, the language differs, the culture differs, but all this under one ruler. So you can know what how diverse the region is, and so is the religion. So the king had to think of all those things and then rule. Okay, that is what is being said here. Not all these empires were equally stable or successful. Now, compare, for example, table 1 in chapter 3 and 4. You can do it at home. Okay, what was the duration of rule of Khilji and Mughal dynasties? Okay, when the Mughal Empire declined in the 18th century, it led to the emergence of religion state. But years of imperial pan-religion rule had altered the character of the regions. Across most of the subcontinent, the regions were left with the legacy of big and small states that were ruled over. Okay, this was apparent in the emergence of many distinct and shared traditions in the realms of governance, the management of the economy, allied culture and language. Now, this means that realm of governance, so many religions, many things were considered while governing, and even for economy means for the tax collection and all those things, allied culture, different cultures and languages. Now, through the thousand years between 700 to 1750, the character of different regions did not grow in isolation. So, different they didn't grow differently, but they grew together. There was no separation of the region or the culture, religion, language. Okay. These regions felt the impact of larger pan-religion forces of integration without ever quite losing their distinctiveness. So it was not that with the changing rules, the religion or the region or the culture changed. It was not touched. They supported or they kept their own basics. Okay, so this was all.
If you like our videos, do share them and subscribe to our channel. If you want awesome quizzes, write to us. Keep watching and keep learning with Walnut.